Everyone. So we will have a quick look at what is the difference between westernization and modernization. Time and again, uh, we might have come across this word that people are getting more westernized or Western influences going on, and sometimes we use this word modernization, and we tend to think that these two words are synonymous and like they are equal, fine, but it's not the case. There is a difference between the term westernization and modernization, and this becomes important for the society part of your GS paper 1, as well as this. If you know what is the difference between these two things, it can very well help you even in your essay and even in your interview time, because this is very important to know the clarity between the basic terms, fine. So let's see. When we say westernization, so the definition means when someone blindly follows the Western culture, like you don't know what the culture is, you don't know what it is talking about and how it is going to affect your life, your culture, your norms, fine, but you just blindly follow it. So definitely everything has a scope, fine. So it is limited to clothing, speech, food, music, dance, right? So for example, you want to wear fine clothes which you see in television or in social media, because many of the people are wearing it, many of the influencers are wearing, just because you want to copy them and you think that that is something Western and it will make you modern. Because we have this confusion in mind that whatever is Western is modern, but it is not the case, fine. So its scope is limited actually. It is limited to clothing, speech, food, music, or dance. So how can we determine its nature? It's a elite concept, fine. That means it is limited to some people like upper middle class or upper class, fine. It is not possible for each and every one, especially for the ones who are preparing for UPSC, I guess, and coming and are going to be first generation bureaucrats in their family. So it's really very limited concept, fine. So westernization is something which you just blindly follow, fine. Even if you don't want to eat a burger, for example, and you want to eat rice and dal, but you are going to eat that burger just because everybody is eating it and it is considered a very modern and Western concept in your eyes. That's why you want to eat it. So that is westernization. Now we'll look at what is modernization. So on the other hand, what is modernization? The definition is it is progressive transformation in terms of social, political, attitudinal aspect of society. For example, um, you actually believe that yes, there should be gender equity or gender equality in the society. Yes, women can be empowered, fine, and yes, the areas should be accessible for differently abled. This is something which is very progressive. And if your attitude is like that, you have developed your attitude in such a way, you are behaving in that way, fine, that which is very progressive, that is something which is modern. It is not considered Western, it is modern, fine. And it's not important that every modern concept will come from the Western world, fine. India or other Asian cultures may also have something which might be considered as modern. So when change in values, behavior, infrastructure comes, like if suppose a country is getting industrialized, it is going to have economic growth, it is going to have trickle down effect in everything, people's life standard of living will improve, obviously that should be sustainable. So one can say yes, the country is getting modernized, fine, or modernization in terms of education. So it's the scope, it's not limited to some material things like dress, speech, or your food or something. So it is very progressive. It touches almost everyone, that means every section of society equally participate in the change. Because if you have a progressive mindset which is modern, let's suppose you believe that yes, women should have participation in the labor force. So definitely it is going to impact each and every section of society. Fine. So in this way, this is modernization. So this was a difference between westernization and modernization. And thank you.